Assalamu alaikum students. How are you all? Hope you all are enjoying in your home. Students, today we are going to revise our lesson, The New Blue Dress.
Lesson, a girl received a new blue dress from her teacher. And what a great social change in her street named Gates Avenue. Okay, students, look at this picture. There is a small dirty street called Gates Avenue in Cleveland City. The people who lived there were very poor. A little girl from that street goes to school in old torn dress, whereas the other girls wear new dresses. Her teacher took pity on her and presented her a new blue dress. Next day, the girl wore it and looked very pretty. By looking her child, her parents got realized that cleanliness is more important. Not only they, but their neighbors and the whole street got changed in short time. The street was clean now. The new blue dress from a teacher ignited a significant social change. Children, now let us look into the new words which we could learn in this lesson. Glossary. Pavement means footpath. Excitement, strong feeling. Amazed, filled with great wonder. Decent, respectable. Community, people living in the same locality who are considered as a unit. Organize, to arrange. Campaigns, series of planned activities to do something. Now it's a time to get into the reading, means the text part. Children, please listen carefully. When spring came to the city of Cleveland in 1909, it didn't change Gates Avenue. People who lived on the pretty streets near Gates Avenue were making gardens and painting their houses. But Gates Avenue continued to look dirty and ugly. Gates Avenue was a short street, but it seemed longer because it was so ugly. Most of the families who lived there had very little money. They never expected to have any more. Their houses had not been painted for many years and they didn't even have running water. The street itself was ugly too. Their pavement, there was no street light, and the railroad at the end of Gates Avenue added noise and dirt. The other girls in the school near Gates Avenue wore new and pretty clothes that spring. But the little girl from Gates Avenue still wore the dirty dress that she had worn all winter. Probably that was the only dress she owned. The teacher was very unhappy. The little girl was so nice. She always worked hard in school. She was always friendly and polite. Her face was dirty and her hair was untidy. But anyone could see that she was pretty under the dirt. One day, the teacher said, "Won't you wash your face before you come to school tomorrow morning? Please do that just for me." The next morning, the child's pretty face was clean and her hair tidy. Before the little girl went home that afternoon, the teacher said, Now dear, please ask your mother to wash your dress." But the girl continued to wear the same dirty dress. Her mother is probably not interested in the girl. The teacher thought, so she bought a bright blue dress and gave it to the little girl. The child took the gift eagerly and rushed home. The next morning, she came to the school in the new blue dress and she was very clean and tidy. She told her teacher, "My mother couldn't believe her eyes when she saw me this morning in my new dress. My father wasn't at home, but he will see me at supper tonight." She was full of excitement. When her father saw her in the new blue dress, he was amazed to find that he had a very pretty little girl. When the family ate supper, he was even more amazed to see a cloth on the kitchen table. The family had never used a tablecloth before. "We are going to be tidier here," his wife said. "I am ashamed to be dirty when our daughter is so clean." After supper, the mother began to wash the kitchen floor. Her husband watched silently for several moments. Then he went outside and began to repair the fence. The next evening, with the family's help, he began to make a garden. During the following week, the man in the next house watched what his neighbor was doing. And by the end of the week, the man began to paint his house for the first time in 10 years. A few days later, the young minister of the church near Gates Avenue passed these two houses and saw two men working. For the first time, he noticed that there was no pavement on Gates Avenue and no street light and no running water. People who are trying so hard to make decent homes here deserve help, the minister thought. He asked some important citizens in the city to help them. A few months later, because of young minister, there was pavement on Gates Avenue. There was street light on the corner. The houses had running water. 6 months later, little girl got her new blue dress. Gates Avenue had become a tidy street where respectable citizens lived. When people in other places heard the story of Gates Avenue, they began to organize their own clean up campaigns. Since 1913, more than 7,000 towns and cities have organized campaigns for painting and repairing homes and making better lives for the people who live in them. Who knows what will happen when a teacher gives a little girl a new blue dress. Okay, students, with this we have finished our reading. Okay, we will continue our session we will continue our class in next session. Okay, Allah Hafiz. Have a nice day.